Hello, darlings. It's what day is it? Friday. It's Friday, and day 3 of whatever this is called. What's it called? Chatuary. That's right. And I am running late, very late. I'm gonna have to get my clog down. I'm running late because I got bloody bogged down in a discussment in the Facebook group. Now, a discussment is something my mother and I used to have. It falls somewhere in between a discussion and an argument. Good word, that, isn't it? Discussment. You can nix that if you like, I don't mind. Oh, hello, what's going on there? Is that broken down? Oh, why are they all stopped? What's going on? Maybe somebody was turning right. So yeah, I'm late and I'm going to have to get my hoof down. But that gives me chance to talk, as that's what this whole chatuary thing is supposed to be. It's supposed to be about having a chat, and I can do that while I'm rushing to work because I'm late. Oh, weather. Obviously, when I left you last night, it was terrifyingly cold, icy. It's not as bad for the moment. As you can see, it's wet. It's not quite as terrifyingly cold as it was yesterday. If you remember driving up this road yesterday, there was ice all over the road. Well, today there kind of isn't. Oh, okay, there was actually. I was just saying there isn't. And then I go hurtling onto a patch of ice. Oh God, and here's another one. Oh, and here's more. Oh, I take it all back. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I don't need this. I need to be cracking on. Oh, I thought it had gone. I thought it had crept above 0. And the bit of rain we've had, not been heavy. I thought that might have taken away all the ice, but as you've just seen, it hasn't. Oh well, so we're going to have to put our hoof down and be very careful simultaneously. Right, but weather. Right, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Now, I've had a look at the weather because there have been weather warnings and whatnot. Not just here. I believe there have been, oh bloody hell, I believe there have been warnings around the country. Right, so tomorrow it's going to start snowing. It's going to start snowing about It's going to start snowing at about 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, according to the forecast. Might start a little bit earlier at Windy Bum. We normally get it first. And then in the middle of the night, the snow is going to become very heavy. Where I am, anyway. Can't speak for anybody else. So I imagine that on Sunday morning I'm going to wake up to a blanket of white, and then on Sunday the snow is going to turn to sleet, and it's going to be rather windy. And then on Monday the wind is going to drop. There's still going to be sleet, but that sleet will eventually turn into rain. Then the rest of the week is going to be, well, it's going to be winter. It's going to be cold, but no significant weather event as far as I can see. So we are going to have a weather event over the weekend. There are warnings. It doesn't look like it's going to be, touch wood, oh, he said, reaching to touch some fake wood. Still counts. Yeah, so there is going to be a weather event, but it's not going to be cataclysmic or catastrophic, hopefully. So, there we are. Right, better go steady around here then, hadn't I? So, I was talking about Dish of the Day, and I really hope that you will get involved in that. It's in the Facebook group. I've put some links out and about today, if you're not already a member of the group. A few more people have already trickled in, which is nice. One person, Jimmy, actually joined Facebook today so that he could join the group. So that's nice. So even if you're not particularly interested in cooking or presenting your own dishes, I hope you'll get involved just to encourage others. At the end of the day, you know, kind of bare minimum requirement. All you've got to do is just vote for your favourite dish on the poll every day. That would be very much supporting. But yeah, it's something I believe in. It's not a new thing. It's new to Boaty's world, but it's not new. It's something I designed years ago, back in 2017, so 8 years ago. It's something I devised for UK singles. One of the things that I'd come to realise was that people who were single, but particularly people who lived alone, often didn't have the best of diets. And I think we all know, don't we? On some level, we all know that food and diet is a big contributor to not just physical health, but mental health and emotional well-being as well. And when you live on your own, you might well have budgetary restrictions, but you might just fall into the trap, and this happened to me, so I know it's a thing. You might just fall into the trap and thinking, I can't be bothered, it's just me. I'll just eat some rubbish, or I'll get a takeaway, and I'll eat it on my lap, sitting staring at the television. I'm not going to sit at the table, I'm not going to set the table. I'll eat out the cartons or whatever, there's no point in, do you know what I mean? And that can all just be a bit of a downward spiral, and I wanted to come up with something to break people out of that, and I came up with Dish of the Day. And I have to say, fair play to me, it worked in an absolute treat. Back when Singles was a thriving community, 10,000 active members on a daily basis, Dish of the Day was brilliant, and it really got people thinking about their food, thinking about their diet. And because it was competitive, then you know what it's like, people at least want to be involved. So you get people trying to make themselves a half-decent meal rather than getting a takeaway or having a microwave meal. And you'd get people setting the table and making an effort to make the plate look nice, rather than just chucking it on a newspaper and eating it on their lap, because you're no longer alone, you're no longer doing it alone. In Singles, you were cooking for 10,000 other people, and everybody was really supportive, and you know, people got motivated and enthused, and people who didn't know how to cook were learning a little bit of how to put some basic things together, and it was really good fun, and it was really worthwhile. So I'm keen to do the same thing in Boaty's world, because I know we've got members in the of the community who do live alone, and you might be a single parent with children, but in many ways that is like living alone, especially if the children are younger. So the same thing still applies, you know. And it doesn't have to be exclusive. If you're happily married, you're still welcome to join in. It's a bit of fun, a bit of nonsense, but it's one of those things that can help to bring the community together, and I genuinely believe and hope do a bit of good. So please do support it. Join up to the Facebook group if you haven't already. Head on to Facebook. I know some of you don't like Facebook. If you don't want to do Facebook generally, then just create a profile and just use it to be in the group. You don't have to use it for anything else. You don't have to add friends or anything like that if you don't want to. So jump onto Facebook, search for Boaty's World, and you'll find that there's a Facebook page. Please like that. I'm close to hitting 3,000. Excuse me, I'm burping away here. And there's also a Facebook group. So please apply to join that and come in and join in. I'm looking forward to building the community group a little more over the year ahead. I mean, it's already a nice place to be, but I know it can be so much more, and I believe it will be so much more. And this is one of the little steps that I and we are taking to move towards that. Now, in case you were wondering what the discussment was about, it's typical of the of the quite amusing little things that can crop up with Dish of the Day. Now, I've put 2 entries into Dish of the Day today. One was my supper last night, which was a portion of my homemade fakeaway Chinese takeaway stroke restaurant style Chinese chicken curry, served with egg fried rice. Thank you very much. And there's no controversy there as far as I'm aware. However, my other entry was today's lunch, which was a rather wonderful sandwich platter. Now, the sandwich in question was tandoori chicken with flat lettuce, cucumber, tomato, bit of salad cream on multi-seed wholemeal bread, artistically cut into 4 triangles, displayed nicely on the plate, with a couple of chili pickled onions halved in a little serving ramekin, and some crisps. A perfectly harmless sandwich platter, one might have thought. Certainly perfectly acceptable for Dish of the Day, according to the Big Book of Rules. However, the lovely Carol C took issue with me. She did. And she said, there's no cooking there, that's only building. And I said, well, the chicken wasn't raw, that had to be cooked. And she said, oh, I didn't know you had a tandoori at your gaff. And I said, well, yeah, we've got a tandoori at the restaurant. Of course we have. We're an Indian restaurant, Asian restaurant, fusion restaurant, whatever. The point is, we've got a bloody tandoor. We serve naan bread, and roti and tandoori chicken and all sorts of other tandoori treats. And then she said, I thought this was supposed to be home-cooked food, not food cooked in a restaurant. Which is, I mean, it's all said tongue-in-cheek, you know. But it's quite amusing. Now, a sandwich or a salad or anything else that doesn't require cooking is perfectly acceptable for Dish of the Day. And, you know, not all of your ingredients have to be handmade or anything like that. My entry yesterday was a pie. No, I didn't make the pie. I bought it from a supermarket and just warmed it up in oven. I cooked the potatoes, but I didn't grow them. I cooked the beans, but I didn't grow them. So, it's all about putting a dish together. It doesn't have to be, it's not bloody MasterChef, for God's sake. But I would rather somebody made, if it encourages somebody to make a nice sandwich rather than having something deep fried or a takeaway or something, that's great. If somebody wants to bang together a salad, I'm not going to disencourage salads. Salads are brilliant. Salads are great. Salads are healthy. So if you want to enter dish of the day and you want to go and buy some cooked chicken at the supermarket, buy the salad ingredients and just chop them up or whatever and display them artistically on a plate, boom, that is a valid dish of the day entry. It ticks all of the boxes, really. It's the perfect example of what I'm trying to do, because anybody can make a salad. There is literally zero skill required. Now, if you're like me, you might want to do a bit extra. I make my own homemade Mediterranean vinaigrette for my salads, but you don't have to, and God knows if you want to. It's not like that's difficult. That's a 2-minute job requiring zero skill. So that would be one of my arguments. If anybody says, oh, I can't eat healthily, I have to eat crap because I can't cook, you don't need to cook. Make a salad. Don't have to do it every day, do it every other day, do it 3 times a week, whatever. Add a salad garnish to something else. I'm a big fan of salad. And it always makes me feel good to have salad in my fridge. I just like salad. It makes me feel good knowing it's there. So there you go. Do please join in and support Dish of the Day. And if you've got any other ideas for stuff that we could do as a community that would be fun or helpful or constructive, that we could do in the Facebook group, then do shout them out, or just go ahead and do them. It's a community group. It's there for everybody. Now, in other news, I had 3 packages arrive from Amazon today. One of them, listen, that's me patting it. It's on the seat next door to me. And that is, for the first time I've ever bought one, a restaurant booking diary for the restaurant. We've always just used a blank page to a day diary. And I thought I'd bring some changes and be a bit more professional. And so I ordered, it was bloody expensive compared to a normal diary. But it's a proper booking diary with, columns for time, number of people, name, contact number, dietary notes, etc, etc, etc. So I'm hoping that is going to streamline the managing the bookings. So I meant to order it well before the new year. That was a bit of a fail. So it's now, what is it today? The 3rd, isn't it? So it's the 3rd, and we finally got our diary. So that's good. That's quite exciting in a way. I mean, it's probably not exciting for anybody who doesn't work at Kathmandu Gurkha Ripley, but it's exciting for me. The other 2 packages, I know what they are. One are my new pants, including my new sex pants. Now, and the other one is the colour-coded umbrella for Officer Crabtree. I haven't unpacked either of them. I'm going to do it during tonight's live stream, and there will be a ceremonial changing of the sex pants. Not literally. I am not literally going to take off my old sex pants and put on my new ones. No. I'm sure that will come as a great relief to many, if not all of you. No, it's just going to be a ceremonial acknowledgement that what have been my sex pants for the last 15 years will no longer be my sex pants. There was some discussion on the live stream last night as to what should be done with my old sex pants. Emma suggested I send them to Carol Ann and have them made into a memory bear. Somebody else suggested that I cut them up into fragments and sell them in the merch store. I suggested I had them framed with their years of active duty printed on the mounting. Do you know what? I might actually get them framed just for shits and giggles. Of all the, I mean, wouldn't that be a cool thing to have hanging on your wall? These were my sex pants from 2010 to 2025. They're well travelled. They've done their sex panting duties all over the world. America, all around Europe. They've been busy pants. Africa. Oh dear. Yeah, I quite like that idea, having them have them on the bedroom wall. That'd be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? Greetings, Honourable Bridge. Right then, darlings. Oh, now there's a thought. We had a thing, didn't we, before Christmas about when are the lights going to go up. I wonder when they'll take them down. Will they be taken down before 12th night? Because if they're not, then the council will get bad luck, won't they? Isn't that the rule? Decorations have to be down before 12th night, otherwise you get bad luck or hemorrhoids or something. Well, that could have been worse. I'm 8 minutes late, so I better not hang around. I'd better go in and see what's what. Catch you in a bit. Well, that was properly dead. That was a properly dead night. I mean, you can't expect anything else, I suppose, really. So soon after Christmas. Oh, it's just going to go blasting off, isn't it? That's it, turn that off. Yeah, just after Christmas and, you know, literally just after the New Year, we were never going to be busy. We had a birthday party booked in and a couple of small tables, and that was it. No walk-ins again, just like last night. Few takeaways, 10 deliveries, maybe 6 or 7 collections. Tomorrow night, it's going to be quiet again. Tomorrow night, 0 bookings. We've not got a single booking. And the other thing to let you know, need to wash my screen, don't I? There we go. The other thing to let you know is, my God, the temperature has dropped. My God, the temperature has dropped. It is, well, I was going to say it's literally freezing, but it's literally below freezing. So, quiet night, dead night. There you go. There you go. It's funny. talking about a bad night over the last few weeks meant that it was really, really busy and I was knackered. Now it's a bad night because it's too quiet. There's no pleasing us, is there? There we are. Right, I'm going to bugger off, listen to some music. I'll be back to say goodnight. Right then, darlings. I guess that's going to be it for this one. And pretty much it for today. Live stream to come, obviously. Looking forward to tonight. But as always, let me thank you for your company because it just really wouldn't be the same without you. Let me wish you a safe, peaceful and warm night ahead and a good day ahead. I hope there's some joy to be taken from it somehow, somewhere. But yeah, keep safe this weekend, darlings. Keep warm. And take really good care of yourselves and take care of those that you love and those who love you. Oh, I'm not looking forward to getting out of the car. I mean, it's how far? About 2 feet to the door, and I'm not looking forward to it. Right, much love from me. Look forward to seeing you next time. Good night, my lovelies.